Ranking the Candyman franchise. Let's go. In fourth place is Candyman Day of the Dead. Critically panned and almost universally hated by fans, Candyman Day of the Dead offers very few positives. Despite this, there are a few solid kills, a gorgeous final girl, and watching Tony Todd in the titular role always works. In third place is Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. Taking place 3 years after the original film, we relocate from Chicago to New Orleans, giving us a fresh backdrop for one of horror's greatest urban legends. Annie Tarbett is a schoolteacher in the city and finds out she is a descendant of the Candyman. After being summoned by an author looking to financially benefit from the legend, the Candyman appears to stake his claim and unite with his great-granddaughter. Farewell to the Flesh drops much of the social commentary in exchange for a more straightforward horror film, while expanding the backstory of Daniel Robitaille, an artist in the late 19th century who was killed by a mob of the wealthy in society for having an affair with a white woman. While not on the level of its predecessor, this second entry in the franchise digs deep enough to warrant its existence. In second place is the 2021 Candyman. Acting as a legacy sequel and reboot of the franchise, the 2021 Candyman is a return to form. Produced and co-written by Jordan Peele, the latest Candyman was directed by Nia DaCosta, telling the story of a young artist named Anthony McCoy who is living in Chicago decades removed from the 1992 film. The Candyman is summoned while Anthony is putting together an art exhibit on the legend, as we find out that the urban legend is not tied to just one man, but rather an entire hive. With beautiful cinematography, top-notch acting, and score, the 2021 Candyman stands on its own as a stellar follow-up, suffering only from a rushed third act. In the top spot is the original 1992 Candyman. Originally a short story by Clive Barker, the film was adapted to the big screen by director Bernard Rose. The legendary Philip Glass composed the film score, with Tony Todd cast as the Candyman and Virginia Madsen taking on the lead role of Helen Lyle. Helen is a grad student working on her thesis of urban legends, which leads her to the dangerous Cabrini Green housing projects of Chicago. When the legend of Candyman becomes real, Helen becomes the ultimate example of fuck around and find out. An absolute classic that still deserves more credit, The Candyman delivers timeless social commentary wrapped in a gothic horror slasher film. How do you rank the Candyman franchise? But remember, the most important thing, keep watching movies.